NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988 with the Bobcats. Guys, Seattle fans hopeful things move along.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? Here's a look at some stats for Rudy Gobert.
And I think the grind of the season has caught up to him a little. You can see it in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a dive. He appears to be wearing down. Maybe he can get his legs back under him today.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Johnson is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Malik Monk. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Reeves in at the small forward position. And for Utah, O'Neal is at power forward with Gobert anchoring at center. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. Here we go. And conference rivals facing off, Doors. It's a regular season game that should have a playoff feel.
That's exactly right, because who knows here, right? This could be a playoff preview. The intensity should be high.
Here's Reeves. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Count it.
Well, LeBron James just reading the floor, sees the mid-range as his best option, says, all right, I got that in my bag.
Pass to O'Neal. Westbrook against Conley. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
And after 14 years in the NBA, Mike Conley finally an all-star in 2021, and he richly deserved it. A 3-time Joe Dumars Trophy winner for sportsmanship. Like yours truly. I mean, he does it the right way. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
1:41 left to play in the first quarter. It's blocked by Gobert.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes. Well, there's some unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And I think when you say Mike Conley all-star, now it's official.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. I mean, because you talk about the respect he has around this league. He's always been viewed in that light. A key part to that grit and grind era there in Memphis. And now he's writing a superb second act.
And Mitchell with the slam.
The dynamic Donovan Mitchell off the dribble drive. Impossible to keep in front of you.
There's the screen. James passes to Monk. Now Johnson. Here's Reeves. Pass to Monk. 5 on the clock. Over Gobert. It's blocked by Gobert. Conley against James. And that one's good from Conley.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Reeves. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The baseline J. And yep, it's good. James has got 7. The Jazz have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. James against Mitchell. Outside Conley. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz out in front. They lead by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Fans,
Well, the old saying is defense wins championships. But you ask LeBron, offense can be trickier.
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes but cover for one another by just communicating and flying around at times and clean up for your mistakes. Offensive, if you're not all 5 guys at the same time and not moving and cutting, and one pass or one bad screen here or one pass there can mess with the rhythm of an offense.
And the best teams work together at both ends, Grant. But which end did you generally feel most in sync with your teammates, offense or defense?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. I'll say offense. I mean, I played in Phoenix with Steve Nash, so definitely offense at that point in my career.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Eric Paschall. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Whiteside in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the group for Utah right now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. When speaking about LeBron James, Commissioner Adam Silver said he's certainly one of the league's hardest workers, which has as much to do with the success of his career as anything else. Also, off the court, it's incredible what he's done. He is a marvel in so many ways, but it all comes back to his focus and his dedication.
Thanks, Allie. Here's Bradley, following the bucket by the Jazz. And here's Anthony. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And again, it's the Lakers. All right, Grant, if you could be GM for one rebuilding team right now, which would it be?
Oh, wow. That's tough. I mean, you got the Grizzlies with Morant. You got the Pels with Zion. You got the Mavs with Doncic. You know, I'll probably stick with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. I think he has a lot to offer and has the ability to dominate in this league.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Howard. Here's Westbrook. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Russell Westbrook has the frame and the confidence to take on any contact that wants to come his way. That is a tough finish.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Fans, your jazz dancer.
Line change here for Utah. LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Ariza comes in for Horton Tucker. And so it's Utah with it. 3-point lead. Pass to O'Neal. Conley against Westbrook. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Conley on the attack. Shoots over Westbrook. From the right block, the shot is good. Conley's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick and roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Out left to the wing. Here's Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Mitchell up top. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell. At the line for
One
one.
shot. That free throw is good for Mitchell.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell put the league on notice about that elite athleticism as a rookie when he won the slam dunk contest. But the fact of the matter is his growth as a basketball player has been nothing short of remarkable.
Here's James, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Jazz out in front, leading by 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jazz coach Quinn Snyder here with us now. And coach, how have you put Donovan Mitchell in position to have this kind of an impact?
Well, we talked about him, defending, and I think he's put himself in a position to succeed. And guys are doing a good job spacing, and he's making some plays. Obviously, he can do that.
With great D, his offense will just come natural to him after that point. Thank you, coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy, kind of like Shaq Suit.
Let's move on to see what's coming up on the schedule.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, going into this one as a slight favorite. I think some of the individual matchups favor them, but you win as a team. And if you rely too heavily on hero ball, all bets are off.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so in the game for the Lakers, LeBron James out there with Johnson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Reeves in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game. And rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
From outside the arc, buries it from 3. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night. Boy, this organization knew how tough this guy was. When Royce O'Neal was scrapping for a place in the league, 2 times he had his tooth knocked out while playing, and he didn't say a word and just kept at it. Boy, that tenacity has earned him a key role.
Now here's Mitchell. 12 points for him. Shoots over Monk. A nice shot by Mitchell. 14 points for him.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Westbrook outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep. And Dorsey, talk about O'Neal's role. Big minutes and a nice 4-year extension in 2020.
Well earned. And I know he's not a household name, but this guy has been a starter from his 3rd season. That's a credit to his work ethic and his defensive abilities and his improvement as a 3-point shooter. Understanding you've got to be able to be more than just a defensive player.
Here's Mitchell. No good, off the front rim. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Here's Monk. The shot, no good. And Utah will come the other way. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season. 5 games. Pass to Conley. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Johnson. 58 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Outside Monk. Five to shoot. Johnson with it. This for the tie. And it's Gobert with a rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Left side Conley. Pass to Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Tremendous concentration that Rudy Gobert has, using his size certainly, but finishing through contact.
Bogdanovich against Westbrook. He puts up a 3. Sinks the tray. Westbrook's got 6 here in the quarter.
Russell Westbrook has never been shy about letting it fly, and if he gets cooking from deep, boy, it is scary.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Jazz. They're up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Trying to maintain that edge right now. Coach Snyder encouraging his guys.
Solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Rudy Gobert. Eric Paschall is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Utah right now. Offensive rebound. Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Ariza. Howard with a screen on Paschall. It's stolen by Clarkson. Here we go, one-on-one. From the arc. Drains the triple. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Oh, their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Now here's Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. "13 feet out. Again, Utah.
Well, Donovan Mitchell has an earned reputation as being elite as a scorer in this league. He's cooking right now.
Bradley sets a screen. Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Paschall. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
From 12 feet. Rebounded by the Lakers. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter. Now Anthony, checked by Mitchell. Anthony, left side. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Horton Tucker.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Fans, come out of section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
For the Jazz, O'Neal, he's checked in for Paschall. Bogdanovich comes in for Gay. And Conley subbed in for Clarkson. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He was animated in his approach. He said, quote, "You guys understand the moment. You've been here before. The next few possessions could determine who comes out of here with the W. Let's make sure it's us."
Thanks for that, Allie.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And there's the screen. Here's Mitchell. And it's good.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Make some noise for t-shirt time. All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on, get lost and go pay attention. Let's Stand up and take some more.
32 seconds left in the final quarter. For three, Westbrook. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And he commits the intentional foul.
LeBron James. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your tennis dancer.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Westbrook. And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, Westbrook has these floaters down to a science. He gets it over the defense right in time.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
At the line for the Jazz, Mike Conley. At the line for 2.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
What an athletic lineage for Mike Conley. Of course, Mike Sr., triple jump gold medalist at the 92 games. Mike Conley, for over a decade, has been a tremendous NBA player.
And so it's the Lakers with it, trailing by 5. From deep, Johnson, boom, gets the 3 to fall.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
At the line for Utah.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
The shot by Johnson, no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Jazz, pulling out the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. Now it's time for the New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.